Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Unboxing NYC. My name is Alina and today I want to share with you a tutorial using this adorable blue quartz that we received in a bargain bid box in December 2021. For those who are not familiar with the bargain bid box, it's a monthly bidding subscription box, and I'm gonna leave my link down below just in case you want to check them out if you're still not familiar. But if you're familiar, you definitely know what I'm talking about. And I just want to share this simple but very cute project that I made this month. So for our project, we're gonna need the quartz that we got in a bargain bid box. And I like this graduated sizes blue quartz. Also, for the necklace, we're gonna need a toggle clasp, or you can use whatever you want, any closure. Also, we will need two creams, two wire protectors, and two creams cover, and everything in a silver tone or rhodium tone. I use rhodium honestly, and in my opinion it match better, but silver will work as well. Also for the necklace we're gonna need two jump rings, and mine are in a 4mm. And except the quartz from the bargain bid box this month, we're gonna need these adorable spacers that we got again in a box this month. I do love them. I like the shape, and I hope the quality will be there. So also from the box, again optional, you can use this bead covers that we got this month, but again honestly I decided to make it like a tone down, so I used the spacer from my own stash, and this is rhodium plated. But again I tried silver one, I like them too, but you know, just optional. And also we're gonna need a bail, any bail that you have. I just use one that I had in my stash, but if you have a different shape of bail, any bail will work again with this project for the middle part. All right, when all our supplies are gathered, then again of course it's important that we need a beading wire, and I use as usual my Beadalon. I pretty much use this particular wire for all my projects. We're also gonna need all our instruments. We're gonna need our cream plier, our looping plier, our regular and cutting plier, so all our instruments on the hand. Optional, you can use stopper bead. And for earrings, to create this adorable earring, we need again bead cups. You can use whatever we got in a bargain bid box, or this is 6mm bead cups. And also I use two beads that we got in a box. I will explain which size I decided to take. And also of course you're gonna use any hook wires that you prefer for this. Okay, I guess everything. When all supplies are gathered, it's a time to cut the wire. So my necklace is about 18-19 inches, so 23 inches I guess will work perfect. So I already pre-measured mine and just cut it. And you can use the stopper bead for your project, or you can just put right away the closure, which again in my opinion not bad option to do, so up to you. I just want to close my end right away, so I just put the crimp, and I want to take my wire protector. Again, I prefer to work with the wire protectors because in my opinion it prolongs lifespan of jewelry a little bit. I mean, if you need to change the closure, you can do it, and easier, and you know, it make your jewelry look more neat in my opinion. And when you make your loop, you just use your crimp plier to crush your crimp. Just make sure nothing is moving, because the beads have a weight, so it's very, very important to really secure the crimp in this project. And when it's secured, you have a little bit tail. it's time to work with a necklace. We're gonna do it in a few minutes, but before we do it, I will just start with the middle part with this pendant. So for this, oh, and of course I forgot to tell you that we need, sorry guys, that we need a pin, eye pins and a regular pin. So we need 3 regular pins and we need a few eye pins. So again, I use something that actually I believe I bought in a bargain bead store last month, and it's just a rhodium color. So we need them for earrings and we need them for this middle part. So we start our project by putting the bead cup on the T pin, but you can use a ball pin if you want. It's optional. And we put the biggest, now for the middle part we have to take the biggest bead in our chain. I have just 2 subscriptions, that's why I can play around with second one right now. So this is central, I believe it's 12 millimeter bead. I decided to use as a central part, so we're gonna need this one. And also for the second bead of the necklace, we're gonna use I believe it's a 6 millimeter. So I will show you in the chain. This I believe 4. So this like a second to the end, if you can say like this. One of these beads I decided to use for my pendant. So I will start with the biggest bead. I put it on the T pin, and I cover it with the bead cup. Do like this. And now I'm ready to put to make a loop. So I'm taking my pliers, snap it, and just make a loop. And when my loop is ready, it's time to cut the rest. So now it's time to work a little bit with the edges. Just make it more neat. Adjust it if it's necessarily, straighten. With your loop, it's time to put another one. So for second bead, we're gonna use eye pin and do the same thing. We put our bead cup, we put our bead, as I said, I assume it's 6 millimeter, and cover it. And do the same thing, making a loop. Snap and twist. Honestly, I like my eye pins better because they have a smaller gauge. I mean, they are really thinner. They're still very good in terms to holding the shape, but they're not, these guys are so thick. All right, so now we just open our loop and we attach 2 beads together and close it. Okay, so in this point our pendant is almost ready. Now it's just time to attach the bail. And again, we open our loop and we attach bail to beads like that, and we close our loop. Okay, this is what we have, and this will be our middle part. This will be our pendant. So when we're done with this part, it's time to come back to our necklace. So depend on the lengths. You can start with the middle part attaching the bail and going from bigger beads towards smaller if you're not sure about the length. But if you want just to make what I made, you can just go from the side. Again, mine is about 18 inch, I believe. So I just start with the smaller beads, and we have to attach 18 smaller beads. I believe they are 4 millimeters. So we attach bead and we put the spacer in between. So bead and spacer. And again, bead and spacer. And we have to repeat it until all our 18 beads will be stringed. Again, we put our bead and we attach our spacer. And just repeat it until all 18 beads will be stringed. Alright, so we attach our last spacer and last small beads. And now we will have to work with the bigger size beads. So we attach 2 spacers. And now we will be putting beads like that. We will take 3 6 millimeter beads. And between them, we're gonna put 2 spacers now. 2 like that, 2 spacers, and 1 bead. And again, 2 spacers, and 1 bead. Now it's time to increase, and we go to 8 millimeter beads. We're gonna attach 2 of them. And again, between each of them, we're gonna put 2 spacers. 2 spacers bead, and again, 2 spacers and bead. And now it's time to put again 2 spacers. And we're gonna put 1 10 millimeter bead. Now we will put our middle, the pendant that we created before. We just string it simply through our cord, and it's gonna look like that. So our half of our necklace is ready, and now we just will repeat the same thing that we just made. We take our 10 millimeter bead, we take our 2 spacers, and now it's time to work with 8 millimeters. We take 1 bead, 2 spacers, 1 bead, and 2 spacers. And now we're gonna put our 3 6 millimeter beads. So we take our bead, 2 spacers, and one more time we take bead and 2 spacers. And again we take bead, and again we take 2 spacers, and now we do the same thing. We're gonna attach our smallest 4 millimeter beads, and between 4 millimeter beads we're gonna put 1 spacer. So bead, spacer, bead and spacer, and again bead and spacer, and we do until all our 18 beads are stringed. All right, so we're almost done. Last spacer and last bead, and when we finish it, our necklace look like this. And now it's just time to put our second crimp and to close the necklace from other side. So we take our bead crimp and we put our wire protector. And we walk our wire through the crimp and through few more beads. And when we see that everything is fine with our wire, it's not too loose, not too tight, it's time just to crash our crimp. Make sure that it's not moving, that it sits well, and when we're happy with the result, we just can cut the rest of the wire. Okay, now to make our necklace more neat, we're gonna put the crimp cover. If you don't have them, you can leave and the same thing we're gonna do from other side. When we put our crimp covers, we can finish our necklace by putting the closure. So we take our jump rings, I already pre-opened mine, put it to the end, or you can just put a lobster with extension chain if you want. But I decided to use this toggle clasp that we got this month in a bargain bead box. They are very, very beautiful in my opinion. And the same thing I'm doing from other side. I'm taking the jump ring and I'm putting the second part of my toggle clasp. Close it. And the necklace is ready. In my opinion, very, very beautiful. Optional, you can just leave the necklace if you don't wear earrings or don't like them. But if you want to add to your necklace the earrings, so for earrings we're gonna need the following. Let me put my necklace aside. We're gonna need, as I said, 2 beads, and it's 4 millimeter, and I believe it's 8 millimeter. Yeah, it's 8 millimeter, so 2 of them. But again, you can take 6 millimeter. You can play with your beads the way you like. You need 4 bead cups, and we're gonna need 1 T-pin or ball pin, whatever you have, and 1 loop pin. So I mean eye-pin, sorry guys. So we take our we will take our beading cup and we start with a smaller bead. We just put it to the pin and we cover it with a second cup, like this. And just again, the way we did the pendant for the necklace, we just twist and make a loop. And when the loop is ready, we just cut it. All right. And now we do the second bead. Again, the same thing. We put our cup, we put our bead, and we cover it with second cup. And the same thing, we do the loop. Twist and twist. And now it's time just to put those things together. Or if you want smaller earrings, you can just make just a regular pin with the bigger bead and leave as it is. But if you like something dangling, you can just do what I did. So we open our loop and we put the attach smaller bead to bigger one. Okay, where is my loop? All right, and close. And now it's time to attach our earring hook and to close our earring. So our earrings are ready as well, and this is what we got. We got our beautiful necklace today and our earrings. If you like this video on this project, please give it thumbs up, consider to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you shortly in my next video. Stay safe, stay warm, happy holidays. Bye bye.